Well, good morning and welcome to day number 5 out here in the San Juan Mountains again, out by Ridgeway, Colorado. This is a spot I've been to many times, and honestly, it's not my favorite. And today's more of a just I'm giving it one last chance. Maybe it's been 7 years since I've been here. I just want to give it one more look and see if it's worth trying to photograph. I'm gonna actually get out and take photos, but uh, I just have never had any photos from here that I really like. So, like I said, more of crossing this off the list and moving on to other things. Yesterday we had that hike and got that amazing sunset, and then after that went back to town and actually, for the first time on this trip, stayed in a hotel instead of camp. So, feeling refreshed and recharged here this morning. Camping's fun, but man, that bed sure felt good. So, uh, gonna hop out here, take a few pictures, and then kind of work my way along the side of this meadow and maybe see if there's some spots that I've missed over the years and see if I can find anything. Okay, I've moved again. I think this is the fourth location I've been to so far this morning, but just trying to find a scene that jumps out at me. And I kind of like this one here. You got the scrub oak down in the bottom that kind of frames in the bottom of the picture. Down below it, you have some aspens that are dead, but underneath it, you have lots of really vibrant, small yellow aspens. You got the meadow with the cows, and then, of course, the hill with Mt Sneffels there in the background. Uh, Two things that would make this photo a lot better is, A, the aspens were way further along. Right now, most of them are green, and then some are just starting to turn yellow. And then, two, if we had any kind of clouds, the light this morning is just real cold and flat, and there are some clouds over on a mountain range to the east of here, so that's kind of blocking the light. I can see a little bit on that peak just to the left of Sneffels there. Sneffels is the tallest mountain in this range, so it's over 14,000 feet. So if that one has light on it, it should already have light on it itself, but because of the clouds, it's just going to be blocked for now. If you look off to the left there, you do have some really nice color way up on those ridges, and I've kind of tried to figure out a way to shoot over the top of this stuff and get into there. But again, the light's just really flat, so I don't know. Uh, I've always struggled with this particular road, this particular spot in the San Juans, but I'll keep playing here and see what happens. I do see some of the clouds to the east are now starting to light up, and hopefully we'll get some color here in a few minutes on the peaks at least. Interesting side note, yesterday morning there was an ultralight aircraft or a paraglider, I don't know what you call them, the little tiny, it's like a parachute strapped to a go-kart with a big fan on the back. I think ultralight or paraglider or whatever. Anyways, it was circling the top of Mt Sneffels, 14,000, 15,000 feet in the air. And at that time, we just thought it was a guy that jumped off the mountain with a parachute because, they do that. But then the longer he circled, it was kind of like, well, that might not be right, or the mountain's really having lift. Well, anyways, the paraglider or ultralight just took off in this meadow down here. There's a ranch down at the bottom of the hill, and all of a sudden I heard a noise, and I look over and I see this parachute kind of doing a circle down there. And then all of a sudden he was way up, and he went over the back of the mountains somewhere. Who knows? Maybe he'll be back up on top of Sneffels here in a little bit. We'll see. All right, so I moved once again, and I think I like this spot. Right now we're in this time where we have this like weird baby blue sky that just doesn't do much for the photo. So as soon as that light comes down a little bit, lights up some of these trees in the valley, I think I'll have something I might like. So go grab another drink of my coffee and see what happens. All right, so once again, the GoPro battery has died. That is one of the most finicky pieces of technology I've ever owned. So back to the iPhone, which does great video, by the way. I found a spot I really like, but I couldn't quite get the angle I needed, so I improvised. That's right, down there. That's my car, standing on the roof. One advantage, well, there's a lot of advantages, but one advantage is to having a car with 220,000 miles on it and lots of hail damage is, who cares if you stand on the roof, right? So up here, it just gets me a little bit better view over some of the distractions in the foreground, and I can look right down this valley and up into the mountains. So the light is really starting to warm up, and taking a few photos from up here, I think I really do have something I like now. So I was kind of a little down on this location this morning, but I think it's uh, paid off to kind of move around and try to find something different.
Bringing them into this pen right here, so
that's pretty cool.
Oh, well, not on horseback though.
It's 2022.
Yeah, I hear ya.
What'd she say?
She said we're all getting too crippled up to ride anymore. You bet.
I'll let you go first.
Okay. Might put it in a little bit of a hole.
The dog even riding in the back. He was like, let me out, I want to go bark at some cows.
Fresh pies on the road.
Oh boy.
All right, we made it here to Beaver Park. We're looking around for some locations for tonight for sunset, but while we were driving, found this awesome scene here with the backlit aspens and the snow-covered peak above it. Just a really cool scene. So when you find a nice shot like this in the middle of the day, you got to get out and take it, because it's a bonus to find something like this. Okay, still up here exploring at Beaver Park. Climbed up on this hill here and tried to get a shot looking down through that valley and right up to the mountain there. And this is a great shot. So this right now is the prime target for sunset. But I'm also going to go over here and look right up at the base of those aspens, try to find a high spot. And then I can use this road that runs all the way through and just kind of use that as a leading line right into the mountain. Over here you have this deep ravine that kind of starts you in, and then you hit those yellow aspens and they kind of curve you up. So either way, there's a nice leading line right up to the mountain. So it's just a matter of going over there and deciding which one's a little bit better for the photo. Sometimes I'm a sucker for gravel roads, so it might be neat to have it in there, and then there's other times I think that they just kind of ruin the photo. But this is such a rustic, very low maintenance gravel road that I think it might be a pretty neat one. So time to walk down here and climb up that other hill across the way. All right, well, I got over, scouted out that other area. I don't know that it's the best. I think the first area when I was up on that hill with the trees was the best. And then secondly, this shot here from the road, that shot there I was just showing you, that shot's pretty fantastic too. So I think up on the hill would be first. This shot down here from the road would be second. And then for some all else fails reason, go up there on that hill. Did hop in the car for a minute. The rain started coming down and some sleet mixed in it too. So I'm gonna wait out the rain for just a little bit. I won't melt. Camera gear's weather tight, so I'm not really too worried about it. But some of the clouds were really dark and low, so I just don't want to be up on top of this hill if lightning strikes. So just gonna play it safe, wait it out for a few minutes, and just kind of take in this beauty out here. All right, what an afternoon. It is, well, it's slowed down now, but it's just been downpouring. So what happened is, I talked to you a little bit ago, we were scouting around, getting our shot picked out for tonight. And then when we got everything figured out for tonight at sunset, we set up my video camera out here in the meadow and recorded Beer with Brad for the November episode. Josh and Amy joined me, and so they'll be on the November Beer with Brad. And then got done with that, and we started cooking dinner. Fired up the grill. I had a bunch of stuff prepped for fajitas, so fired up the grill, threw the fajitas on, and right as the fajitas were getting going or getting done, it just started downpouring. So we quickly ate, or quickly threw our plates together. I jumped in my car, they jumped in the Jeep, and then now we just finished up dinner and watching the rain. We did have a guy stop by here just a little bit ago. This road over here on in this area is not very busy, and so we saw a guy coming and we asked him if he drove through any rain on the way in, and he had all sorts of weather information, which is great. So if all his information is correct, we should have a great night here at sunset. So let's hope that the nice stranger that drove by had some good information. So now it's just a matter of waiting out the rain, and hopefully we'll get some light here again pretty quick and get out and take our sunset photos. All right, we're about 20 minutes from sunset, so got my camera set up. I'm looking at the mountain. I did chose the third location. Kind of got the yellow trees down here at the left side. I got the yellow trees down in the swale there, kind of on the bottom right, and then everything looking up in the middle. Sky's looking, there's a lot of openings. Due west is right up over my car there. And so the sun should be setting just a little to the left of due west, and then hopefully it gets through some of these gaps and then right out into the mountain. There's a lot of potential here tonight. All we need is a little bit of sun through the gap, hit some of these clouds that are left from the storm, and it's going to be a really awesome night. We're down in the last 15 minutes or so, and right on cue we got some lower clouds kind of moving in from the left there, just getting right over top of the mountain. Those clouds are awesome because they'll be a different contrast and color compared to the rest of the clouds up there. So it'll add a lot of nice texture and different colors to the sky if we get the light to open up here. I'm starting to see some warm tones over here on this side. So there's so much potential, so much potential. And if this just fires off like it could be incredible. Okay, 8 minutes until sunset. Look at this color and texture. I hope it shows up on this GoPro, but I don't know. But over there, there's some clouds that are really starting to light up with the pink. And all we need to do is that light to keep spreading across. Sometimes it spreads, sometimes it doesn't. Let's hope tonight it spreads. It's happening. The light has lit up the left half of the mountain. It's starting to work its way over to the right side. Hopefully, as it sets, the light kind of gets up a little bit under these clouds and gets up to the peak and even those clouds above the mountain. I mean, this is awesome, but Just wait a few minutes. If it all comes together, this could be spectacular. All right, well, we're now 5 minutes after sunset, so I think this is done for tonight. I mean, you can have, some people call it a relight, and and it will, like, I don't know how that exactly works, but I think it's like bounce off the bottom of the clouds and re kind of hit the top of the mountains. That snow really reflects a lot of light, so it, but while we never got the vibrant light, we got enough to make a really cool picture. I sometimes the vibrant light, like the extreme, crazy nuclear sunsets, are almost too much. But we did get, as you saw, plenty of pink on the mountain and a little bit in the cloud just above. So I think it's going to be a really nice photo. Just a beautiful night. You can see up here now all the close pink. Wow.
Apparently, I was really excited about the sunset on day 5. I forgot 2 things that night. I forgot my tripod sitting on the side of the road, and I forgot to say goodbye in the last video. So I hope everyone enjoyed the day 5 at Beaver Park. Day 6 will be coming out soon. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again next time.